Prime Minister's never said he's fighting for the status quo. What we're fighting for is making sure that the UK has a stronger role within Europe and that it's good for Europe to be able to, good for the UK to be able to do that. We don't want things to stay still. We want to make sure that we can influence the European Union so it's in our interest and is stronger. But what I do agree with Douglas about is that there have been issues that have come out of this campaign which no government would ignore. We need to engage with them more, listen to people more about it and address them.
But Amber Rudd, how on earth do you do that, though? It was part of David Cameron's campaign that if you stayed in, you were voting for a reformed Europe, something that would continue to change. But just this week, the president of the EU Commission, Jean-Claude Juncker, was plain as plain could be. He said there would be no more change after the February deal. And the February deal that David Cameron had promised was so bold that most people concede was actually pretty much tinkering around the margins.
Well, I think we both know that what the president was saying was don't expect another renegotiation if you want to have another referendum. My interpretation of what he was saying is completely different to what you've just suggested. It's saying don't come back and ask us to have a different deal and have a referendum
on that. But so many members of the public want something else from the European Union.
And we will hope to influence that to take place by working with other European partners to do that. But also on the renegotiation, I think people dismiss it too quickly. The fact is, on the crucial case of immigration, he got a renegotiation, the Prime Minister, whereby European Union citizens come here to work. They can't take out until they've put in. They can't get full benefits for 4 years. That is quite a fundamental change. And once we vote, if we do, to remain, that will be a change that I think that people will appreciate.
But you also know very well that the Prime Minister was not able to get as much as he wanted on immigration, and he has not been able to offer what he initially went into on that negotiation.
But you underestimate what he did achieve.
I don't think anyone should be under the impression that because of the way people voted on Thursday, the fundamental problems that affect the European Union are magically going to disappear. It is a fundamentally flawed project, and the failures within it and existential to it are going to become ever more pronounced. I think we need to recognise that. The European Union, whether we voted to leave or to stay, is fundamentally flawed in its current form.
But Douglas, I hope if we vote to stay, you'll try to work within Parliament to make sure that we get the best for the country by working with the European Union, not always taking the position that we should leave the European Union if that's the outcome of the British people.
Well, let's see what the result is.
Indeed.
I think it's going to be neck and neck.